Hi, Linda Bowen here from StampingWithLinda.com, your cardiologist since 1997, helping you create cards from the heart. In 1 week, we can start ordering from the holiday Christmas catalog. If you are on my mailing list, you should have already received this in the mail. If you have not, give me a shout out either through email or a phone call, and I will get you a copy out. One of the bundles in the holiday catalog that I am in love with is the Festival of Trees. It is a stamp set and punch. You got 13 different stamps and a matching punch. So let me show you a fun card that I have done. I want to show you how this card works. It's actually like a 3-step stamp. So I'm going to be using my Pear Pizzazz. Because the stamp set is our photopolymer, you can clearly see where you're inking it. So I inked it with my regular ink pad, but then I'm going to go in with my Early Espresso marker and add the trunk. So I've got my stamp. Something else with a photopolymer that I'm noticing is that you can really tell where you have already inked your stamp or pushed hard enough on your stamp. You'll see a different color on your stamp if you have not pushed hard enough. Now I'm going to go in with those little Christmas balls. Again, because it's the photopolymer, very easy to see exactly where I need to put that. Next, going to come in with the tinsel, or the garland, I guess it's called. I'm going to use my Versamark pad for this and going to line that up. Again, very easy to line up with the photopolymer. Now I'm going to bring in my embossing gun, and first, I need to put on my silver powder. I'm going to take that embossing gun and heat it up. It'll just take a minute. I'm sure most of you have seen the heat emboss before, but that was a wow factor for me 18 years ago when I started, was that embossing. So there we've got that. I'm going to go in now with my tree punch and punch that image out. Could have used a little bit bigger piece of paper. Would have made it easier lining it up. But there we have it. I'm going to punch that. Next, I'm going to bring in the star from the Itty Bitty accent punch pack, and I'm going to use my silver glimmer paper. I'm going to use that for an accent for the top of my tree. Isn't that pretty? With a silver. Next, I already have one of our note cards and a small piece of soft sky run through with a polka dot embossing folder. I'm going to bring in a piece of our dazzling details glimmer paper, and I'm simply going to rip that. Now it's a little bit harder to rip this versus our well, if I can get it started here, our regular cardstock. You kind of got to get rid of that backing sheet if it's not tearing well. Remember that our cardstock has grains to it, so if you're working against the grain of the glitter, you need to get rid of that backing, and it won't matter because this glimmer paper is heavier. Now it's going to rip better for me, and I'm just going to rip back and forth like so. I'm going to bring in Soft Sky Classic ink and a sponge, and I'm going to go in and get that blue, and I'm going to sponge that glimmer paper. Isn't that just so pretty? If you are in the Northeast Ohio area, I will be at the Adventures in Stamping the first week in October. We are going to, on Friday night, have a make and take night. You want to check out Adventures in Stamping and their link about how you can be there for the free make and take that I'm offering during that night. There is an admission fee to get into the event, but you will be using this stamp set and making this card during that event. So you want to make sure that you get registered for that. So I'm just going to put dimensionals on the biggest drifts, and I'm going to put that at the bottom of my card. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to be using my regular adhesive because I want depths between my snow drifts. Won't be long in Northeast Ohio and we will have that snow back upon us. Not really looking forward to that right now, but it's in our future. So I'm going to take that note card, put that small piece of soft sky. Now I'm going to add my trees. I've already done 2 other trees, so I'm just going to put them down like so. Bring in my other 2 trees and add dimensionals to them so they kind of pop up. Now I used markers on the 2 that I did earlier, and so I've got a different color going on, but how quick is that for a Christmas card? Hope you've enjoyed today's wow moment, and you'll join me again real soon.